What is up, everybody? My name is John. I'm here with the 10A podcast, and today we have Aaron Kushmakov. How are we doing today, Aaron?
We're doing good, John. We're doing good. Excited for this weekend. We got the China card in Macau, and
Dude,
yeah, I'm just hype. I'm hype. Let's do
yeah,
it.
Aaron was lucky enough to see my live reaction to finding out this card took place at 1 a.m. Um,
Yeah.
dude,
He was pretty surprised. It was the 1 a.m. and then the main card at 4 a.m. So pulling an all nighter this
I
Saturday night.
yeah, I'm gonna have to because at 9:30 I'm seeing a movie at night. It's
Okay.
probably
What movie?
realistically not gonna get Black Rooms.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. That's nice.
Yeah, I'm excited. Realistically speaking, probably won't get home till like 11. So you're telling me I
Okay.
have to stay up an additional 2 hours? Oh my god! Tomorrow's
I
gonna be a long
mean,
day. Tomorrow's gonna be
it
a
will be. It really will be. And you know what? I'm gonna have the fights while I'm sleeping. I'm just gonna be sleeping. I'll telepathically look at them while I'm just taking a nap. I'll just be like,
dude. Yeah,
oh,
because
oh,
if
knocked
we're keeping it a buck,
Yeah,
this card is not like how do I say it?
it's not the it's not
It's
the
not the
greatest.
best.
It's
It's not the best. It's just
realistically, I mean, it's a regional card. So at the end of the day, you're gonna have to stuff in a bunch of Asian fighters. Especially from China, Thailand, Japan, Korea, South Korea. They gotta try and fit as many of those guys as they can. Try to keep it local to the fans. But yeah, overall, I mean, the main card's pretty solid for fight night though. I really dig it.
yeah. No, hey, bro. I don't care who's fighting. I'm gonna watch. Like I
Yes,
like just keeping it a buck. I will watch it. I do not
because
care
we
who's
are not
fighting.
casuals.
We're not
We're not casuals,
casuals,
man.
bro. We're
We
not
watch it.
casuals. And I will do my best to stay up and watch them. I've done it before. I've what was there was a card that happened last time where it ended at like I want to say 7 or 6. I had work
It
at
was
8.
Perth. It was Perth. It
Perth,
was
bro.
JDM, Carlos
And
Prates.
process, bro. I stayed
I
up.
saw. You stayed up. I didn't. I had worked till like 10 that previous night, and I was dead tired. I woke up at 4. I was able to wake up then, start for the main card. But dude, that JDM protest was worth staying up, dude.
Dude,
Oh my
that whole
lord,
card.
he crushed
Oh
him.
man,
That
I
was
called it.
like
I made money.
technical Muay Thai. Just attacked him and just broke him down into bits. It was so fun to watch. Worth
Destroyed
staying up
him.
for.
Destroyed
That
him.
was
Bro, you know
crazy.
it's bad when you're making JDM a wrestler. That's how I knew
Bro,
the guy was cooked.
so bad. I mean, I think Islam scarred JDM for life because up until that point, the welterweight division had been very lackluster in talent. We just didn't know how much. But when we saw Bilal Muhammad winning a title against Leon Edwards, that's when I'm like, okay, Bilal Muhammad, all right, he seems pretty solid. A decision king. What are you gonna do about it, right? And then he gets his butt whooped by JDM. And then Islam comes in. And then we see all these other contenders come up. We got Ian Machado Gary. We got Michael Morales. We got Protest now. All these bigger guys just coming up. And these guys are so much bigger than JDM and your Islams. But Islam is Islam. So it's going to be interesting how that division scales out. But I think I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about the card on hand. And let's keep it a buck. And let's look at these fighters.
Yeah, okay, so starting off, we have Luma Lukbunumi or Lubi,
Lukumbi versus
whatever.
Jacqueline Amarim. All right. Well, just pulling up the stats from Tapology. Loma Lukumbi has a record of 10-4. Fights out of Thailand, mostly decisions. 80% of her wins due of her decision wins. 7-3 in the UFC. She's pretty much a veteran. Her last fight was against Alexia Tainara. She
Lost.
was a didn't
She
pause.
lost, right?
She lost. Yeah, it was a unanimous decision. But before that, she was on a 4-fight win streak with wins coming against Denise Gomez and Bruna Brazil. So she's had a pretty solid run in the UFC, but nothing title worthy. I mean, and then we have her opponent here. Well, we have Jacqueline Amarim. And, she's also solid. I mean, she's 4-2 in the UFC. So again, like 2-1 loss ratio. Recently also lost to Mizuki Inoue. So, and that was on UFC 321. So on the realistic side, they've been fighting. They've both on coming off losses, and this could be a good time to get another win. Of course, it's the first fight of the night. It's a prelim fight. Most fans consider it a piss break. The odds are very even, so it really could go either way. I'm honestly gonna take Jacqueline though. She's working with American Top Team, one of the top gyms in the world. Even I would say the U.S., but the world. And she is younger, and I feel like she that runs you out on the regional scene in LFA, and she only has two losses in the UFC, but only six fights, so she's still young and inexperienced. I feel like she could get the win on this one.
No,
John,
yeah,
thoughts?
I wholeheartedly agree. I think Jacqueline Amarim is just going to be a more how do I say it, well-rounded. I think she's going to be a more well-rounded fighter, have more tools in the bag. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Luma Lumbunmi, yeah, Lukbunmi
Lukumbi.
is
That's gonna be fun for the announcers to pronounce, especially
right,
Michael
dude. Oh, they
Bisping.
could never make me an announcer.
Loma
But
Lukumbi, looking like a savage out there in the cage. I'm like,
dude,
bro.
yeah, no, literally looks like my French bulldog. But um, she like
Dude,
um,
French Bulldog is great. Hopefully, maybe she can fight like one. Maybe the tie.
dude.
Maybe I.
Hey, bro. Hey, here's the thing, man. You know what? I always tell myself I don't bet on women's MMA. I always tell myself I'm not gonna do it, and then I do every single time. And then because
It
it's
turns
truly
out
it's a
weird.
true 50-50. It's a true
Yeah,
50-50. And I hate that. For all I know, Luma Lukabudibi could like throw like a
she could throw a freaking
spinning
haymakers
back,
and knock her out.
dude, knock her out. You never know.
Yeah,
But I have to trust my wallet. I think
yep.
Jacqueline Amarim takes it.
Gets the win.
I tell
I think it's
myself
gonna
I'm
be a
not going to put them
decision.
in the parlay. I tell myself every
Yeah.
time I'm probably going to do it against my better nature. Um, but yeah, I think we can move on to
All
Zhu
right.
Kangji and Rodrigo Vera.
This fight I like a lot. Rodrigo Vera, who's been a monster in the Brazilian regional scene. I'm looking on here at Tapology. Best literal. He has been the best fighter to come out of South America. Best prospect, especially come out of South America. Brazil, he's the number one pro featherweight. Peru, he's the number one pro featherweight. He had a crazy, crazy run on the original scene in FFC. And then he gets a win in LFA, and then he gets picked up by the UFC with a record of 21 1 and 1. That man has just been on a tear. That's like Magomed Ankalaev's record, but he has just been on the regional scene for so long, and now he gets his chance in the UFC. I believe he had a title in FFC, defended it a few times, but yeah, he's been a freaking savage, and I can't wait to see him. I have him winning by knockout. All of his knockout, he has 8 wins by knockout, 3 wins by sub, only one loss by decision. So this guy's a savage. And then his opponent, Zhu Kang, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Zhu Kangji, again, Chinese fighter, number 3 Chinese fighter. Again, also making his UFC debut. Um, had the road to the UFC. Don't really consider that the UFC debut. And then he's fighting Rodrigo Vera. Fought Benji in the road to the UFC. Got the split decision win. Got his contract, and now he's fighting in his home country. And as far as the regional scene, he fought in a good few promotions, but nothing really crazy. So he like the biggest one being one championship. So he's been mostly in the Asian regional scene, but you know what? I think I don't think he really has. I think it's gonna be a pretty even fight to be honest. But he also has 12 wins by KO, zero losses, but a lot of his losses came by decision. But yeah, I think this is gonna be a firefight. Looking at these two guys' records and the way they fight, it's gonna be a really fun firefight. And the odds are right there. It could end like this. Honestly, it's one of those. John.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely taking Rodrigo Vera on this one.
Yeah.
I am a little bit more familiar with him, so just based off of that, like, definitely going for that. And then like, I like to think, right? If
Hmm.
you were to put Peru and China in a room and they had a fight and only one guy came out,
Yeah.
bro, I'm putting my
Those
money on
Peruvians.
Peru.
Those Peruvians, they're savage, dude. They got that ancient. They got that old world blood in them. I know China. They got the Qing dynasty. They got all that in them. But bro, Peruvians, they do not
Peru,
mess
yeah, I
around.
don't know, man. I just, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with Zhu Kang Ji Ling or
Yeah.
Zhu Kang Ji. Okay, Kang Ji. Uh,
They put the names weird. Like on Song Yadong is gonna have song on his thing. It's like the first name or the last name comes first. It's very weird.
no,
That's just how it is in Asian culture.
and we're seeing right now the odds are pretty like close. Like this is a pick'em.
Yeah.
Is that what they say
It
pick'em?
looks like it's gonna be a pick 'em by the time the fight starts. So
Are you old enough to bet?
Uh, that
Oh
private.
my god. Anyway, so honestly, I think Rodrigo Vera, we both agree, is probably gonna slime out Zhu Kang Ji Lee.
Yeah,
But um,
it'll be fun.
it will be fun. Yeah, I think Rodrigo is gonna slime him out by knockout more than likely.
It's
Chinese
just that,
people, they get sub pretty easy. I don't know what it is. But that's
yeah,
just something that happens.
like Li Jingliang against Hamza. I mean, not Hamza, but Chinese fighters they do have a tendency to not do so well in the grappling, and I'm guessing it's from their ancient martial arts style. They don't really implement grappling, but
More than likely.
yeah. But when it comes to like Japan, I mean, they have one of the top wrestling bases in the world as well, as Khabib
Yeah,
said.
dude, you
They
have
said
well, I don't
Lee.
know, man. What's his name? Couldn't put it up against Van.
I mean, he was holding him down for 2 rounds, but Van is the best striker in the flyweight division.
He almost got subbed by Van, bro. When I
I
saw
know,
him
but
jump on his back, Tatsuro Taira, that's who we're talking about, Tatsuro Taira. When he jumped on Tatsuro Taira's back and almost
yeah,
strangled him, I was screaming.
bro, that fight was so sick.
No, it was a
Great,
great fight.
great lead up, and then Van getting that knockout, but then Hamza, just
I had Strickland
did you
winning.
good, good. All right,
Yeah.
let's move
Angela Hill
on.
versus Jing Nang
Angela Hill, the
Jing
UFC
Nan.
veteran, Angela Hill. 18 and 16. I don't know how she's been in the UFC for this long. She's has 14 losses by decision, 2 by submission. She has more losses than wins in the UFC, which kind of tells you the state of the UFC women's, you know, just the state of the
Strawweight.
UFC women's
Yeah.
strawweight division, like any division. That's just how bad UFC women. Because we have, I don't know if you realize, John, we don't have a title fight scheduled yet. Shevchenko doesn't have a title fight scheduled.
Who's
Duran
she
doesn't have a
supposed to
title fight.
fight?
I don't know. She's gonna fight Figueroa again. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know who she's gonna fight because she could honestly. Because what we have next is Kayla Harrison and Amanda Nunes. That's gonna happen next once Kayla Harrison gets better. I don't know if she's better already. But after that, like, it really isn't anybody because she already fought. Sure, bro, it's slipping, bro. It's just it slipped my mind. Remind me again who she fought. I'm so sorry.
Oh, she fought the
Last title
Chinese.
fight.
She fought the
Yeah, Zhang
Chinese.
Weili. Yeah, she fought Zhang Weili
Zhang
last,
Weili.
and then she obviously destroyed her because size makes a
Dude,
difference.
just wrestled the entire
Ow.
time.
Yeah, but you know what? You got to do what you got to do to win. But
It's
other than
true.
that, I mean, there's nothing really going in the women's division. So it kind of makes sense why Angela Hill is still in the UFC because they need a veteran. They need somebody who's been there, done that. Kind of just been here forever. They need like a pioneer, like veteran.
My brother in Christ. Can you see Zhang Jingyang, like the picture of her?
Yes, I can.
Okay, do you see
She
that jawline? Dude,
cuts
she
diamonds.
literally she literally looks like she could suck peanut butter through a straw. I am not betting against that. I'm not betting against that, bro. She's not she's not getting finished. I think she
Yeah,
beats
no,
the brakes off of Angela Hill.
I don't want to talk. I'm not going to focus on it. I think she's going to beat her pretty soundly. Angela Hill should already be cut by now. I mean, she's going to get her like she's going to be in the Pioneer UFC Hall of Fame part, but no, cut her. She's not good. I mean, she lost to cast iron Courtney Casey, MMA lab alumni, local in Phoenix, Arizona. She lost to Courtney Casey, who didn't do so well in the UFC either. So that kind of tells you a lot about the fighter that she is.
No, yeah, you're not wrong. Well, I'm
All
glad
right.
we both agree that Jing Nan.
We'll destroy her, yes.
Yeah, yeah. I think the odds are
I
pretty.
think 200's a bit low.
Yeah, for real, right? I should put money on that.
I mean, do it. Do it. I
Okay,
mean, all right.
we
Next
got
up,
Ray
Ray
Surya,
Surya
Louis
versus
Gurriel.
Luis Gurul. Now, Ray Surya, his last fight was against Joshua Van. He hasn't fought for over a year. That puts it into perspective.
Oh, he won the
Is he?
decision.
He went to decision, yes, and that puts into perspective. Should he be ranked higher? Because he's only 10-1, but he hasn't fought in literally forever. And that fight was in 313. That was such a long time ago. That was last year. So now he's fighting Luis Guru. It's going to be very, very curious to see what will happen because it's such a, it's such a weird fight. Because Luis Guru, I mean, I think he's 1-3 in the UFC. So he just recently got a win against Daniel Perez, and he's a Contender Series alumni. So it's not really looking too great for him. I think Ray has this. He just has his wrestling's insane, and it's gonna be fun.
I don't know, bro.
You don't know?
America all day.
Yeah.
All right.
Americana.
I
Okay.
I here's the
I love the
thing.
patriotism.
The last time I saw Ray fight, he literally just tried to cross sniff Van the whole time.
Yeah.
Thank God Van had like the anti wrestling capability
Yeah.
to avoid it. But I don't know. He just was willing to go down way too easily. Ray was. Louis
Yeah.
Gurul. Let me look at this dude's record real quick. He has five
He
wins by
started
knockout.
undefeated. Yep.
Who was his last? Okay.
Daniel Perez, but he was on a 3-fight losing streak beforehand. As soon as he got promoted to the UFC from
Ooh,
the
I don't
Contender
like
Series,
that.
I don't like it either. I don't like it. I think somebody proven like Ray, who was actually ranked at one point. I think he has. I think he'll do pretty good. I think he'll do pretty nasty things to him. But you know what? You never know. As soon as the octagon cage closes, we'll just have to see.
Dude, yeah, I'm gonna stick to my guns on this one, dude. I think Luis Gurul, from what I know, he's a pretty decent wrestler. I feel like his game plan should be to keep it on the feet.
Yeah.
Um, wait, Ray. This is a bantamweight bout. You're sure Ray fought Van because that was 125.
He did fight Van, but he did move up, so he's moved up a division now.
Ooh,
Just like Tatsura, just like not Tatsura Taira, just like Kaya Sakura has. So he's now fighting at bantamweight. So Japanese, they're realizing that they need to just move up because they're carrying so much mass, and the weight cut's a bit tough, so they have to move up. And I
dang,
think it's a good
Tatsuro
move.
Taira is about to be at bantamweight. That'd be crazy. Uh, but yeah, no, I'm gonna stick to my guns on this one. I'm gonna say Luis Garuli. I hope he's able to beat the brakes off of this Japanese dude and
All right,
call it a day.
all right, we shall see.
Oh,
Next up, we
Richie
have.
Lane.
I'm not even gonna pronounce. I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce that. Cody Haddon. Obviously the other guy has 26 wins, but Cody Haddon is a prime prospect here. I mean, he's obviously a graduate of the Contender Series back in 2024, but he hasn't had a fight in like 2 years
Cody had him
and
all
like
day.
a year and a half. But I got Cody Haddon. I mean,
Yeah.
the guy's a beast. He was supposed to fight Alexander Topuria and Malcolm Wellmaker last year, but those bouts got canceled.
Oh, that's
So I mean,
right. Because if he hadn't pulled out against Wellmaker, the other dude that he fought that ended up beating Wellmaker wouldn't have
yeah,
came in.
Ewing,
Ewing,
Ethan
bro,
Ewing.
Ethan Ewing, bro, that guy. Thank God for Cody Haddon dropping out because we would not have Ethan Ewing right now.
No, and Ethan Ewing's. He's been. I mean,
He's a
the blockhead,
beast, dude.
the blockhead himself.
Dude, literal
The head
Steve from Minecraft.
That
Like,
head's too big for his body. It looks like a bobblehead. I could just boing, and it could just be
dude, yeah, no.
like
But enough Ewing Glaze. Cody Haddon, I think, is gonna absolutely. I
only
don't think a
claim.
Richie Long has ever been finished. I think he takes him to a decision. I think Cody Haddon wins
All
by
right.
decision. Am I wrong?
Oh, Reach Along is actually a local. He's a local here.
Yeah, he fights the
Fight
fight ready.
ready. Yep.
My coach
I know a lot.
trains him.
I go,
My old coach trains him.
Who's your old coach?
Santino DeFranco.
Oh, Centino. Yeah, I know him. Yeah. I know a lot of fighters that train over there.
Because
Uh,
you're at what, Red Hawk?
I'm at Lotus Club. It's a little so in terms of Lotus Club, we're a big jiu-jitsu gym. Um, every what's it called? Jiu-Jitsu World League. We take every title. From Gracie Baja from Red Hawk. We've won literally everything. The youth development is the biggest where we are. Well, Lotus Club is my jiu-jitsu gym, but their kickboxing, their MMA is just getting started. Their biggest star right now is Michael Flanagan.
Michael Flanagan. I
Fights
was
at
about to,
fights at
dude. I was gonna
Apex.
say
He
I
fights
was
at
like
Apex.
I've heard of Lotus before, but
Yep.
I didn't know Mike
Flanagan's a
Flanagan.
beast.
I thought that was like in Tucson or something. No, I'm tripping.
Nah, Flanagan. No, Flanagan fights out of Peoria in Lotus Club.
Dude,
Off 83rd Avenue, Deer Valley. Very
Flanagan's
solid
a
gym. If you want
beast.
the best prime jiu-jitsu, I mean, some people might want to argue, but you look at but the lobby is literally filled with trophies on the. What we have so many trophies, they have to start like double decking tables. That's how much trophies we have.
Dude, and apparently the
And
striking's pretty good too. Look at Flanagan.
yeah, look at Flanagan. Yeah, I mean, he's been like our team is like very small. Like the fight team's like eight, like maybe 8 to 10 people, but they have young guys, like really young guys that are like 12, maybe 12 to 16 years old, that are gonna be freaking beasts. Because these guys are young, their jiu-jitsu is sick, but they get the striking, man. It's gonna be a
Yeah,
premier
no,
gym in the next
he
10
fought my
years.
he fought a friend of mine in Apex, like his last fight in Apex for the title.
Yeah,
Caden Markentel, man, dude, Caden is a bad dude, and if he was able to do that to him, like
yeah,
that's impressive because Caden's like no slouch, like
yeah.
at all. So,
Speaking of Apex, how about Kyan Wallace? How about
dude,
him?
that's the
MMA
goat.
Lab.
That's the goat.
Kyan Wallace is insane.
He is literally, bruh. I'm so glad you brought that guy up, dude. I have been watching this guy like every fight he's had within Apex. I've been there for it because I've been at pretty much every Apex fight, filming
Hmm.
them. And dude, just to see how much better he does every single time, up and up and up. It's insane. And even his last performance, like dude, sometimes I think like maybe they hit a wall, like where like the knowledge, like they have the knowledge and they're good, but dude, then he just comes out here, he's doing crazy stuff. He's super technical but aggressive. That's like the
Yep.
best way. The most entertaining fighter is a technical aggressor. Uh,
Yep.
that is like love that entertaining. He's always going for the kill. He could take shots. Um,
Yep.
I always saw him with braids in his hair because he was fighting. The one time I saw
Yep.
him without his hair done, I didn't even recognize him. Um,
Yeah, he's got like he has like a shaggy cut a little bit. I used to train with him I used to train at lab. I used to see him a lot. I didn't really train with him much because he was just that better. And they're like the lab's young fight team is really also really really good. But
I wonder what his grappling's like though. I want like,
I don't think I think they really emphasize. I think those guys kind of really emphasize on their striking because they do have a few guys that are just phenomenal at jiu-jitsu as well. But I feel like their striking is just what they kind of try to hone in right now. Because
oh
he's
no,
doing
that's fair.
mostly kickboxing fights, right?
Yeah, he's gonna try to
Mostly
go
Muay
for
Thai
a
fights.
double champ. He
I
wants to
heard.
become a two-weight champ, dude. Which man, good for him.
Bantamweight,
I'm
right?
so glad I don't. Huh?
Bantamweight, right?
Yeah, I am so
Yeah,
glad I
knew
get
it.
to watch the fights and not have to compete. Uh,
Yeah.
that's a blessing, bro.
Yeah.
But
Hey, I mean, competing, it's tough. These guys have tough lives, and speaking of the guys in the UFC, I mean, these guys are the toughest of guys,
yeah,
and
my
full
ultimate goal
respect.
is that every amateur fighter gets into pro, whether it's MMA, kickboxing, like. And my
Yeah.
job as the videographer for them and the edits and all that I do
I
is
mean,
like I
dude,
want.
you're a sick videographer. You need to
Uh,
get a little. I think you need a little more attention. You got to get out there, man. You got your content, man. I want it to blow up because you're good. You're really solid, and you have to
dude,
just
no,
get
thank
out there
you,
and just
man.
kill it.
Hey, here's the thing. Those videos wouldn't be possible without dope fighters that put on shows,
Yep.
dude. And I let them know that every single time. I feel like a broken record player. But yeah, no, dude. These last fights that we had were very, very technical, very, very good. I really appreciated it.
Yeah.
I feel like I went on a tangent. We got we
Ding
got
Mang.
Ding Meng, we got Jose
Jose
Sosa.
Enrique. Jose Souza. I got
Uh,
Jose Enrique right here. I don't know.
what?
I don't know. I got no on Tapology is Jose. He's Jose Enrique, but we'll go Jose Souza.
Yeah, yeah.
Jose Souza, making his UFC debut after he had three canceled fights. First one was Eric Nolan was canceled. Second one was Vikolay Varentinnikov, and the third one was Charles Radke. But yeah, he's got this fight against Ming Dang, his UFC debut, and Ming Dang, I mean, also making his UFC debut. So we have a couple of debutants.
Souza.
So as we see, I'm looking at Ming Dang. He has 35 wins, but a lot of that must have been on the Chinese regional scene, as I see here. He only had one really proficient fight and was in one championship, and he did he won one, lost one, but he did lose his contender series fight, and it looks like he did have to win it through Uriah. He did have to win a contract through Uriah Faber's A1 Combat. So Uriah Faber's fight league, he had to win a contract through. And now he's fighting Jose Enrique. I mean, he has 28 wins by knockout, by the way.
Ding Meng?
Just 28 wins by knockout.
Okay, wait. I didn't know all that. I didn't know
But it's
all
all in
that.
the regional scene. All in the regional scene. But it's so even though.
What about Sosa? Tell me about him.
Sosa? Let's check out Sosa. Sosa. 1-0 in LFA, 1-0 in the Contender Series. So both these guys lost their Contender Series debuts. Sosa, 6 wins by KO. Two of them coming in the first round, and he's gone to decision twice. So both these guys are pretty much knockout artists, but I got Ding Meng because of the experience. If you have that experience, it makes it a whole lot better.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go Ding Meng. Yeah, that
Ding
that
Meng?
totally flipped my perspective. I did not know dude sent 32 people to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, the name
That's
caught you off guard, didn't it?
yeah, no, he's definitely dinging their skulls on the canvas.
Yep.
Um,
No, bing, bing,
dude,
bing.
yeah, Ding Meng. Literally, the last thing they hear is his name before they
Yeah.
go before they go to bed. All
All
right,
right.
we got Yisak
Yisak Lee
Lee,
versus go.
Luis Felipe Diaz.
Yes, Luis Felipe Diaz. Yisak Lee, let's check him out. He's 8-1, fighting out of Korea. He is the number one pro middleweight coming out of China. How look at that. But yeah, he's also making his UFC debut. So this is a lot of debuts. This is the cool thing about these China cards, especially these, international cards. You have a lot of debuts because, the UFC is definitely propagating their reach out to China. And, recent years they've done very well. I think they had the last year's card in Macau. Who was the main event for that one?
When
You
was
remember? I think it
this?
was Piotr Jan. Last year's
Oh,
Macau card, it was Piotr Jan versus Davison.
oh
So
yeah,
Davison did
that was a
last year's
while
Macau
ago.
card too.
That
Yeah.
was a while ago.
But yeah, that was the same card where the doctor chick not killed her opponent almost.
Oh yeah, that was like a really early morning card too.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
slept
dude.
her.
She
Like
was
she
losing
slept
that
her and
fight
then
too.
yeah, she slept her and then she met her at the hospital. She's like, "Hey, I'm your doctor for today. I know I knocked you the fuck out,
Is
but
she fighting again anytime soon?
I think she I believe so. Let's see.
I want to see her fight again. She has that
I
like picture that
think
went
she
viral.
fought I think she actually fought today. I think she fought like early this morning because there's 2 days of Macau. I think she fought on the road to the UFC card.
Oh, I meant like in UFC.
Oh no, I think she's on the road to the UFC. You know the road to the UFC thing where they have like all the Asian prospects like go through
Yeah.
like kind of like yeah, I think that's what she was in because she lost her
Oh,
UFC debut. That's why.
dude, that picture of her like this.
Yeah, she's like
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm all
I just
ready. Let's
murdered
fight.
somebody.
Yeah,
What's the records with the Yisak Lee and Luis Felipe Diaz?
Isak Lee is 8-1. Luis Felipe Diaz, um, winner of the Contender Series. That's how he won his contract. I'm also making his UFC debut. 7 wins by knockout, 8 wins by sub. I could
Oh,
see this going to a sub for Felipe Diaz. He looks like a bigger guy than Isak
yeah, he
Lee, so
does.
I got Felipe Diaz by um submission, second round submission.
Yeah,
What
I'm
do you
gonna
got?
go with Felipe Diaz by finish. Like I just think I
Finish.
think he's gonna get a knockout. I think. I mean, his subs and knockouts are pretty even, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, um, yeah. Do you want to get choked to sleep or do you want to get punched to sleep? Like pick your poison.
Yeah.
But
You want to get? Do you want to feel? Do you want to not feel it, or do you want to not? Do you want to feel it, or do you not want to feel it?
do you want to feel
Because
it
either
or do
way,
you not want to remember it? Like is
yeah.
what I'm
Because you.
seeing.
Yep. All right. So let's go to the main card.
Finally,
Let's
let's
start this
go.
main card off.
Alex Perez versus Sumer Daraji.
Sumar Derji, yes, Sumar Derji is 19-7. His last fight coming against Jesus Aguilar, and he's on a 3-fight win streak after being on a 3-fight loss streak, where
He
those
lost us.
losses
He
came to
lost Aguilar, right? Or
he lost to Matt Schnell, Tim Elliott, and Charles Johnson. And as we know, Charles Johnson is the only guy to beat Joshua Ban. So realistically, he should get a title shot. I'm kidding, but no, he recently won against Mitch Raposo, Kevin Borjas, and Jesus Aguilar, and he's looking to get back into the rankings. As we see Alex Perez, who is the 11th ranked flyweight, and a lot of decision wins. His win, he recently just won against Charles Johnson via left hook and UFC 324, Gatekeeper's Pimblet. But he's recently have losses to Muhammad Makayev, who should be in the UFC and should be fighting for a title if it
yeah,
was up
they
to me.
booted him.
Yeah, because what did he get booted again? Was it because of the short situation, or what was it?
I think he like shoved like a fighter or something and was just like causing
Oh,
like a
that's bullshit.
ruckus. Yeah,
That's
I mean,
bullcrap.
I think they also just don't like his fighting style because he's like a heavy wrestler. Um, he's getting people knocked out in karate combat too, from what I saw. I saw Armin
Yeah,
Sarukian choked him unconscious, but that's Armin
that's
Sarukian, a bigger.
Armand. That's just
Yeah,
like
he's
bigger
a
than him.
bigger. He's such a bigger dude. What weight do you walk around at?
Walk around, oh, like 195, 200.
And
I don't
how
want to
much?
look like it.
How tall are you?
5'11".
Okay.
I got a big lower half though, so that's where a lot of the weight is. How about you?
Right. I'm 205 and I'm 6 foot.
Okay, that's pretty fair.
But
So we're probably middleweight to welterweights if we cut properly.
they wanted me to compete
Maybe
at 155, bro.
a lightweight. Just I could see that. I could see. I mean, lightweight. I mean, it'd have to be an aggressive cut, like kind of like Patty Pimblett.
Dude.
I don't know how that man cuts. He cuts like this is what he does. Like he eats a shit ton of food, right? To get to Sunday, gets a cake, gets a burger, and then he's like, "All right, lad, let's cut all this weight. We're gonna we're gonna be fighting Benoit Saint Denis, a little scouser. We're gonna fight him, and we're gonna knock him out. Little sausage.
Benoit's
We're gonna
gonna
knock him out.
destroy him, by the way.
I think so. I mean,
But
Patty, I think he got a little head over heel. I think they sent him a little too soon to Gaethje.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't think
yeah.
he's experienced
He
enough.
was not experienced. I knew Gaethje was gonna win that, but I do have Alex Perez winning this fight.
Yeah, I just think Sumar Derji's too inexperienced, and now Alex Perez is kind of being that gatekeeper now for the
Flyweight
flyweight division.
division, top 10 flyweight gatekeeper.
Yep. Next up,
Um,
Jake Matthews versus Carlson Harris.
Jake Matthews all day. He tried protesting Neil Magny loss. Uh,
Yeah. How do
I
you lose
remember
to Neil
that,
Magny, dude? Come on.
bro. Yeah, that put a terrible taste in my mouth. But
Bro,
like,
that's Neil Magny, decision
dude,
king.
yeah, like you lost to Neil Magny, bro. I can't defend that.
But his notable wins are against Li Jiangli, Johnny Case, Li Jiangliang. I'm just looking here. Francisco Prado, but everybody beats him. He did lose to Michael Morales though, so
Oh
he's
well,
supposed
who
to fight Muslim.
hasn't?
Yeah. He's supposed to lose. He was supposed to fight Muslim Salikov, but
He would
that
have
would have. I think
murdered Muslim Salikov.
yeah. Muslim. I mean, he had that one kick, and then everybody's like, "Oh my god, he's so good." Like, dude, he looks like he's 45.
Yeah, nah,
But
he's
I got Jake
so
Matthews
tough
in this
done.
one.
Nihorasho,
Um, Niharasho, no,
no good.
Niharosho. All right, but yeah, I think it's pretty simple. Jake Matthews. Haven't heard much from Carlson Harris at all.
Dude, me neither.
I mean, we'll see decisions. He's 4-3 in the UFC. Hasn't beaten anybody good. Hasn't. I mean, he's lost to Shavkat Rakhmonov, and who hasn't lost to him.
Oh,
But
yeah, good point.
then we have, but he did beat Impa Kasangane, who was the guy who got
Oh,
ninja kicked by
dude, yeah, Joaquin Buckley.
Joaquin Buckley. But yeah, he beat him. But yeah, those are his only notable fights. But yeah, I got Jake Matthews winning that one.
Same. Yep.
All right.
Asakura.
Kai Asukura versus Cameron Smotherman. Cameron Smotherman, if for those who don't know, he's the guy that passed out on stage after that rough 135 weight
Oh,
cut.
that is him. Did he
He's
go
the
up a
guy
weight
that
class?
fell. No, he's still a bantamweight. I have no idea why. I think he should have moved up to featherweight, but yeah, he's the same guy who just kind of who literally just I think it was the last fight. I think it was the last fighter to weigh in. He just kind of fell on his face and his eyes started rolling up. It was pretty tragic. We look at Kaya Sakura here. Kaya Sakura,
Lost to
obviously a
Tim
beast in
Elliott.
rise, beast in rising. Then he got a title fight against Alexander Pantoja for some odd reason, because that's how bad the flyweight division was at the time. But then he got a fight against Tim Elliott where he got guillotine choked. So he's 0-2 because he got subbed twice. It's pretty freaking embarrassing. But yeah, what are you gonna do?
Dude, yeah, if you're losing to Tim Elliott, bro, that's uh that's not cash
That's
money.
sad.
That's not
Yeah,
cash
but he's in
money.
Japan's top team. What happened
Yeah,
to America's top team?
you would think his grappling would be a lot better too because he's from Japan. Um,
Yeah.
but nah, you know, honestly, Cameron Smotherman, I'm gonna have to go with him.
Mm-hmm. And I can see the point of view, but he is on a 2 fight lose streak. He lost to Ricky Simone. I mean, come on, I know Ricky Simone's pretty
Pretty
solid, but
good.
I think Asakura, honestly, he could pull this one out of the bag. I think he still got something because his striking is still to be seen. I mean, he was in that first Pantoja fight. He was doing a pretty good job until Pantoja got a
Rear
grab of
naked.
him and rear
Cameron
naked him.
Smotherman,
Yeah.
what are his wins predominantly by?
Notably, he's a TKO guy, decision guy. He really only had like one. He doesn't even have a sub in the UFC. He's 1-2 in the UFC, but all of his wins and all of his
Ooh.
fights in the UFC have gone to decision. So, but on the regional scene, he was savage. So that's the regional scene. You can't determine anything off that.
Yeah, you know what? America, right?
Gotta go America. It's
I'm gonna
fine.
go America. You got Kai Asakura. Nothing wrong with that. What are you
Nope.
eating, bro?
Let's move on to this good fight. Let's move on to this one. My Russian brother Sergey Pavlovich, who is minus 600 against Taliesin Teixeira. Rightfully so too, because I don't know why they booked this fight. I think it was just to get Sergey a little warm up fight. Because Taliesin got knocked out by Derek Lewis, but again, who
Sergey
doesn't
is
get knocked out by
literally
Derek
about to
Lewis?
slime out this poor lamb.
Brazilian, yeah. I think people forget Sergey Pavlovich. His last fight was against Waldo Cortez Acosta, where he beat him last year. He beat Salsa Boy, and his only losses have come to Tom Aspinall and Alexander Volkov in the UFC, who are literally the top 2 heavyweights, if you're not counting Pereira and
I
Gal.
was expecting him to. I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting him to like absolutely wreck Volkov. Um, I don't
Yeah, but
know. It did not go that way. I think he got finished or he got beat bad into a decision. Like I remember he looked
yeah.
bad after that fight.
Yeah,
Um,
but Volkov's got 40 wins, so that makes sense. He had
yeah,
40 wins in. But yeah,
my
notable wins for Sergey Pavlovich, Tai Tuivasa, and Derek Lewis. Obviously knocked him out within less than a minute. And Jairzinho Rosenstrike, Biggie Boy should have never gotten cut, by the way. I get it. Just because
oh
he got slammed
yeah,
by Ngannou doesn't give you a excuse to cut him. And then Waldo Cortez Acosta, I mean, that's a very good win considering how Waldo Cortez has done since. But yeah, Taliesin Teixeira is more of like a kind of like a tune-up fight. As we know, Taliesin Teixeira only one loss where he got slimed out by Derek Lewis, and most recently beat Tai Tuivasa in a decision. He beat Tai Tuivasa in a decision. That's his best win by far, actually.
man,
Only has
Taito
three
Ivasa
fights in the
used to be
UFC.
so good.
Best wins: Justin Tafa, and Tai Tuivasa. Those are his wins in
I
the
can't.
UFC.
No, they literally are setting this man up for CTE.
They want him. They want him to die. We
Yeah,
get it. Sick,
it's
big 6'7"
sick.
Brazilian, but I don't care. I
Disgusting.
I want to see him against a lower rank guy. Maybe someone like Shamil Gaziev. Maybe I think that would be an excellent fight.
Yeah, Shamil Gaziev would have been a good fight. Dude, Sergey Pavlovich versus Hockett would have been pretty cool.
Oh, dude, Rocky 4 Part 2, dude.
Dude,
Um,
you're right.
America versus freaking big ass Russia versus freaking I guess a smaller America. He's like, who? Like, am I right? Am I right, China?
Dude, yeah. Like, man, I would love to see that fight, but Derek Lewis, because let's be honest, dude, he's gonna beat Derek Lewis. I don't know what
To a
Derek
pill.
Lewis is ranked right now,
I
but
think he's like 9 or 12, something like that.
oh, I thought he was closer. Okay, never mind, I was wrong. Um, but once he slimes him out, dude.
This is the
Uh,
fight to make.
yeah. Oh, yeah, because I guess it would make sense because he just fought Curtis Blades, and Curtis Blades lost to Derek, so I guess that does make
Yeah.
him. Oh, okay.
And Pavlovich already beat Curtis
Both of,
Blades,
or
so
yeah, beat Curtis Blades, dude, slimed him out.
uh,
Um,
they should make that a main event. Where is Hogan from? Where is
America.
Hogan from? No, but where in America?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Let me see where he's from. He is originally from California. So, if you do a California card, put that in the main card. Am I right, California?
Dude, you know it would go crazy with the Russian
It
stuff
would.
too.
Bro, Sergey would just be.
He'd be
Sergey would
calling
want
you
to
guys a
kill him.
commie.
I know. He would. Like, look at this freaking communist. I eat them for breakfast. Just like Alex Pereira eats his chama for lunch and dinner. Like, it would some random bullshit like that.
No, I mean it would be dope, but correct me if I'm wrong, but like you're Russian, but like lineage is from Israel, right?
Russian, Uzbek. So my parents immigrated from Uzbekistan, which was a former Soviet Union. But yeah, Russian fighter. I mean, I love my Russian fighters. I love my Uzbek fighters. But I gotta stay proud because I was born in America. I gotta stay proud. I was born in America. I know I'm Jewish.
I
I'm
know I'm
Jewish.
Jewish.
I know I'm Jewish. I know people love to. So people like to ask me the question, but what? I try to stay out of politics as much as possible. But I'm a proud
Dude,
American.
I will
I have
bust
to
out
love
my
where I'm
yarmulke
from.
right now if you do.
Let's do it. Hava Nagila, baby. We'll
Hold
have a
on.
dance here. Light blue. It's actually from a wedding that was pretty recent. Look at that. Put
Dude,
that on top.
we got
The dark blue. Where's that from? It usually says what the event on the bottom.
wedding of Michael and Diana.
Yeah. Yeah. So I remember. I think you were at. I saw videos of you at that wedding. Yeah, but I got the yarmulke. We have to. There's different tiers too, because some people have the big hats. Some people have the payas, the curls on there. But all that has like religious meaning. So you gotta watch. So before you ask a question, and then you see the meaning. But the memes are hilarious, dude. The memes are so funny. Every time I
Dude.
see like a Jewish meme, I laugh so hard because I'm like, it's funny to see how people interpret the religion.
No, hey, my buddy is Israeli Jew, but he speaks Russian. I guess his family's like, I don't know. It's
Yep.
complicated. They're like from Russian, but
It's
Israel.
a
I don't
It
know.
is very complicated. It is very Yeah, let me just stuff it right under the
But hey,
headphones.
my grandma was
Boom.
Jewish. So
Yeah.
like, does that like? I guess by blood I'm Jewish. I don't know.
So if your grandma's Jewish, that means your mom is Jewish. That means you're Jewish.
No, that would have made my dad Jewish.
Oh, it's your dad's. Oh, that means your dad's Jewish. Oh. So in the religion of Judaism, if your mom's Jewish, that means you're Jewish.
Oh, so
But since
yeah,
your dad,
his mom was Jewish.
but he's Jewish. He's a Jew.
Yeah.
Oh, he gets zero interest rates. No interest.
Hey! We love that. But
All right.
don't let your yarmulke hit the floor, people. I found that out the hard way.
Yeah.
Dude.
What'd you learn about it?
Bro, tell me
If it
why.
hits the, what happens if it hits the floor? Tell me.
Bro, everyone and their grandmother stops what they're doing, looks at you, pick it up and kiss it. Pick it up and kiss it right now. Bro, Not even
Yeah.
joking. I was with a whole bunch of friends. I was with my friend who's Jewish, Ronan. Shout out
Yeah.
Ronan. We were
Ronan,
all
Ronan.
laughing, having a great time. I laughed so hard that my yarmulke fell off, and I'm not even joking. Everyone, haha, bro, like,
They
dude,
stopped. There's like,
it stopped,
pick it up.
dude.
Pick
Like,
it up.
literally, like, pick it up right now. I was like, okay, okay. Um, but
Honestly, I don't find it that serious. I think you just pick it up, kiss it, and put it back on.
yeah,
It's really not. It's not the end of the world. The sky won't come falling down. That's the message. But let's get to these co-main events, dude. Let's do it.
yes, yes. Okay.
Zhang Mingyang versus Alonzo Menifield. Two very, very washed up light heavyweights, unfortunately. But let's look at Zhang Mingyang, for
Dude, he
example.
lost to Johnny Walker.
Lost to Johnny. He got knocked out by Johnny Walker. And Johnny started
Leg
that fight by
kicks.
going Hamzat, too. Johnny Walker started going that fight by taking him down. And then Ming Yang just ended up on top. I don't know how he didn't win that, but he has a record of 19-7. Hadn't lost in a long time too. I think he was on like a
He was
he
no, he
was
was
like
doing
a
good. He was doing really good.
11, 12 fight win streak. His last win coming against Anthony Smith. Well, that tells us the story.
Lionheart.
Lionheart, but only 4 fights in the UFC. He is actually, yeah, 4 fights in the UFC, 3-1. I think Menifield's a good fight for him as we look at Alonzo Menifield, 17-6-1, former ranked. He's 10-6-1, has been in the UFC for a while. Notable wins we can put up against. Okay, he beat Paul Craig. That's something. Beat Paul Craig. Lost to Oliver St. Preux and
Dude got slimed out by Carlos Olberg though, Alonzo.
beat he beat Jimmy Crute. Beat Dustin Jacoby. Lost to Carlos Olberg. Yeah, he got slammed down like 12 seconds against him. Lost to Azamat Mirzakhanov. His last win came against Omar Sy. So not a lot of
Zhang
notable wins from there.
Zhang Min Yang
Um,
all day.
kind kind of like a punching bag, but yeah, I got Zhang Mingyang and yeah, for the people,
I think he's
people
gonna get
trying. I
him
mean,
knocked. I think he's literally yeah. I know I've been like pro America, but I'm not pro like I'm not an idiot, right?
I'm not. We're
Zhang
not pro. We're not pro bad fighters. We
Yeah,
love good
no.
fighters.
Alonzo Menifield, dude, the way he came out against Carlos Olberg, I don't know if you remember watching that fight. He literally
Yeah,
sprinted at him, just tried throwing bombs. I'm like,
yeah.
you can't
And
do
then
that, bro.
Carlos Over just kind of weaved Bob and just hit him once. I'm like,
Dude,
done.
yeah, literally,
Yeah, you
like,
don't. That's not how you approach a fight. You're a professional fighter. I mean, I know I can't be talking shit because he's in the UFC and I'm not. But I mean, as from a coaching standpoint, that is the last thing you want to do because you know the guy's power, you know the skill. Just play it smart. Like keep it moving, Bob. Weave. Keep your hands up, but don't like come running after him because he's fast. Carlos Oberg's a fast guy.
yeah, nah, I think Zhang Miyang is going to slime him out. I think he's definitely going to make, him, he's going to pull off an Andy's home. You know what an Andy's home is?
Explain it.
What happens when Andy comes home? What do the toys do? Bro,
Okay, I get it.
he's about to pull off an
Oh,
Andy's home.
Andy's on. Andy's here. Yeah. I'd like to see an edit with that. Andy's here. Andy's here.
Boom! I should put that in an edit because I've been
Do
saying
some
that for the
edits.
longest time, and like I tell like the fighters I interview that they're like, "Dude, I've never heard that before. That's hilarious." I am gonna put that in
Do
an
it.
edit. We got
All right.
Song Yadong
Long
versus
and
Davison
dong. Davison
minus six
Figueroa.
hundred.
Okay, what are your thoughts on that? Because all right. So their last fights, Song Yadong, he was very close against O'Malley. I thought by the eye test, I don't know if I was like half asleep or not, but I thought Song Yadong had it against O'Malley, but apparently
Nah,
not.
2-1. I had it.
2-1. I thought it was one. I thought it was 1-1 going into that third. It was really. I
It was
think
closer than
O'Malley's.
it
I
should
think
have been.
yeah. I think O'Malley's knee was O'Malley. I think he had a good knee in that third round, and he was piecing him up towards the end of it. But it was a good win by O'Malley. I thought it was closer than that was really close. And Davis and Figueredo. I mean, former flyweight champion, just recently lost to Umar Nurmagomedov. His last one being Montel Jackson. He's really only lost to elite competition. He's lost to Brandon Moreno twice. Lost to Corey Sanhagen, Piotr Jan, and Umar. He's only lost to elite competition. I mean, besides that one fight against Jussier for Formiga, that was like 6, 7 years ago, but nobody knows who that guy is anymore. Point being, he's only lost the league competition, and Song Yadong, if he beats Song Yadong, I think he can still hang with those guys. Some people might think of it as a retirement fight. Unfortunately, the UFC thinks it. The odds makers seem to think that, but I think he got it. I think he can do it, and I'm gonna have to ride with Figueroa here for the upset. And
Man,
Song Yadong, he's crisp striking, but Figueroa, he's got great grappling.
see, yeah, that's my thing. Is Petr Yan, when he fought Petr Yan was able to kind of take him down, like I want to say relatively easy, and
Yeah.
so Davis and Figueiredo, man, you can't play with that boy. And
No.
Davis and Figueiredo to me is just all around a more complete fighter. He has
Yeah.
the grappling, he has
Hmm.
the striking, and I don't know, man. Maybe I'm unk, and I'm just like,
You're not
dude.
Unk.
I remember when
You're
Davis
not
and
Unk.
Figueiredo was like a killer, bro. Like nobody was getting near this man, and then Brendan Moreno came out of nowhere, gave him a tie in one of the best flyweight championship fights I've ever seen. I was there
Yep.
when Brendan Moreno choked him out. I was at the
You were
UFC
there.
fight. Um, dude,
Speaking of which, UFC TKO Promotions in Arizona just signed the deal.
yeah,
They're coming back to Arizona. I've been asking for this for so long. I'm like, when are they gonna come back? This is WWE. This is Zuffa. This is Parasite. This is UFC. I'm like, bro, as soon as the event drops, I'm getting tickets. I'm getting tickets. I'm gonna get tickets like maybe midsection. I don't know, like middle of the ring kind of thing.
yeah. No, I'm definitely gonna be there. That's like not a negotiable, dude. I'm busting out the credit card. I'm, dude. Yeah, like take my money. Take my
Take it.
money. I'm there. But no, dude. You know what? For the money, plus 450.
You gotta take it. You gotta take it.
And the
I think
last guy
people
to
under.
finish Davis and Figueiredo was Corey Sandhagen. He did something stupid. He blew out his own knee. I think he's since learned from that. Uh,
Yeah.
Not as nearly as bad as the one girl who bottle capped herself, or what's that submission called? Uh, Man,
Which one?
it's okay. So she was on Bob. She had the girl in full guard, right? Like legs wrapped
Yeah.
around her, and then triangled her legs from the bottom over her body, and all the girl did
Mm.
was scoot her hip back, and then you know how when you do a triangle there's the one leg that's in the knee, right,
Hmm.
and then your foot that's hanging like a lever, right.
Yeah.
All she did was scoot her hip back and put her hip on the foot and hip in, and you literally calf slice yourself. It's literally like that's like some beginner level, bro. That's like somebody did that to me when I first started training. It's like okay,
That's
it's the equivalent of you know how when you have somebody's back, they tell you don't
yeah.
cross your legs, like
Yeah.
because why?
Because somebody could just wrap their own legs around them and just pull down.
Yeah, and
I
then
don't
you're
think
gonna ankle
anybody
lock yourself.
if you've seen the Aiden Ross clip with Islam, that's exactly what he did. Islam
Yeah,
allowed him to get on the back, and then he just kind of pulled down. He's like,
dude,
"Go ahead, choke." He's like, and then he just pulls down. He's like, "Ow, ow."
dude. At some point, if you
Fucking
train
softy.
jujitsu, you have learned that lesson the hard way. I learned
I
back when
have
I
learned
was
it.
like 12. All right, and I never did it again. Always
Yeah,
keep the legs parallel. But yeah, no,
and
this
just
girl,
just hook them, just hook the legs. Just
yeah,
hook
just
them.
hook the legs. Um, but yeah, no, she got done like, dude, she should get cut after that. That's actually insane. Like that's some
Yeah,
beginner level. Like, bro, you calf sliced yourself.
yeah,
Congrats.
can't do that.
But dude, I think that's it. Did you have any other?
You wanna talk about some upcoming fights that were just announced? Talk a
Which?
little about that.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. Let's do it. All right. Recently, Jared Cannonier versus Christian Leroy Duncan just got announced for UFC Oklahoma.
Duncan all day.
Duncan. Jared Cannonier got me into the UFC when I was a kid because I used to train at the MMA lab. He was like the big star there, right? I have a picture of him when I was like 12. We took a photo with him after he broke his
Oh,
head against
nice.
Robert Whitaker. And I got Jared's good, but CLD's a freaking savage, man. That man is crazy. He's fast. I think he's faster than Jared. I obviously that last fight with Jared and Gregor Rodriguez. Rodriguez just gassed out way too quick. I think if they were to fight now, I think Gregor Rodriguez would have the edge.
Same.
Not to make that same mistake again. But I think Jared's just old. He's just has age on him,
Yeah,
and
dude.
age plays a
Nothing wrong
factor.
with that, dude. He fought for the belt. He put on some bangers. Israel Adesanya called him the dark horse of the middleweight division at one point. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I'm hyped for that.
Fighting unofficially, Kamaru Usman versus Dricus Du Plessis for that same card as the main event.
Drickus.
Dricus,
Yeah.
I could see it. Dricus, he's just so weird, so weird.
Dude, I remember when he fought Robert Whitaker, the odds on that, Robert Whitaker was like such a huge win. I literally told my homie, if Robert Whitaker loses this fight, I'm jumping through my window. And then he gets
Yep.
slimed out by Dracus.
Bro. It was not a fun time for that one because Robert Whitaker was a dog, and it's like him, Jared, and then Adesanya. Their downfalls have just been bad. Like Whitaker made the right decision to move up. Jared's already been up there. He's down here because he was a heavyweight, the light heavyweight. He had to move down. Izzy, I don't know what's going on with him. I think he's got to hang it up. Unfortunately,
Yeah, he's not gonna
he's
though.
just he's
He's not gonna.
he. I mean, it's just the thing. Like with the Piper fight, he was. Some people say he was winning. I personally thought that was pretty even. And then he goes and then he makes a dumb decision to I don't know. I think what he started putting his hands down or something, and then Piper
Yeah,
started going crazy at him.
that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. And then UFC Belgrade in Serbia. We have Euros Medic versus D-Rod as the headliner. I mean, I don't know how D-Rod is ranked. I don't even think he is ranked, but I don't know how he got ranked in first place.
D
Obviously,
Rod
beat
was
Kevin
in
Holland.
Mexico locked up, and Kevin, what's his name? Kevin
Holland.
Holland had to bail him out, dude. That's insane because he wanted a rematch.
Yeah, that is crazy. But yeah, we have Medic versus Rodriguez. I have Medic clearing that, bro.
Medic,
Medic is so bro. He flatlined Jeff Neal faster than he did Protez did.
dude, and Jeff Neal, man, he took out a
Hands of
prime
steel.
Vicente Luque.
Medic is crazy. And then as we see here, Johnny Walker and Alexander Rakic moving up to heavyweight. I think Johnny Walker, I mean, the guy's 6'6". He can carry that weight. But Rakic, I mean, he's had really bad losses in that light heavyweight division. So my question is, how is he going to serve there?
I think Rocket smokes Johnny Walker.
I don't think, no, they're not fighting each other.
Oh, they're going up a
Um,
heavyweight.
they're moving up, yes.
Dude, Johnny Walker already gets slimed out at light heavyweight.
I know, but that man has the funniest ways of getting slimed out, too.
Dude, I
Rakic
know.
takes on Tibura and
Oh, Rocket's just gonna
Walker,
smoke Tibera.
and then Walker's facing De La Hoya, Ante De La Hoya. I think he smokes Ante.
Yeah, I do.
And the rest of that card, mostly Serbians, so you're not gonna get much out of that. But yeah, I think that's all we have for today. I mean, when's the next Apex event happening? When's that happening?
It's happening in July, I believe. July or June. I'll let you know. I should know,
All
but
right,
um,
cause I
but
know a bunch of guys that might fight from my gym over there. Lotus, they might head over there.
dude, yeah, no, come out, man. It'd be fun.
Maybe we could do a
But
little 10-8 live stream.
dude, yeah, that would be sick. I would totally do
I
that.
would.
Um,
I mean, but
but
you're the cameraman, so you got to do that.
this is true. Yes, I do. They wanted me to
You,
commentate, but I was like, dude, who else is gonna get these highlights? Like,
dude, I would love to. I'd love to do that. That'd be
you.
sick.
How do I say it? you'd have to do other things first before that, and then they'd have to
I
see that
understand.
like you
I see.
that you
That's fine.
actually trained. They know I trained for five years, so like
Yeah,
they and then like I mean I could talk about this
that's
stuff. This isn't like new to me,
mm,
but also I've interviewed the fighters. I've like gotten around, but yeah, no,
that's
dude,
fair.
it's fun. You know, I could definitely get you in there. You know, wouldn't be a
Yeah,
problem.
I'm just saying I love to commentate. Doesn't mean I don't think. I mean, obviously, if I have to go up, I will. I mean, if I have to go up, it's something I have to see. But I mean, the idea of it sounds fun. But you know what? We'll
Dude,
have
come
to
out to
wait
the
and see.
events, man, and check it out. But
Is
beyond
it in
that, did you?
Tucson or where is
No,
it?
no, it's here. It's like 5 minutes. It's like 10 minutes away from my house, from
Oh
Arrowhead.
shit! Really? It's an Arrowhead.
Like 10 minutes
They
away
do
from
it.
Arrowhead.
Oh crap! And I'm definitely coming out, bro.
51st and Bell or in
Oh man, I'm going
Peoria.
100%. Which gym? Wait, which
No,
place is
bull
it at?
shooters.
Bull shooters? Oh, I'm going. I'm going. I'm going.
But yeah,
I'll
you know,
go.
you got anything you want to shout out before we end it?
Shout out. Oof. I mean, I shout out my gym, Lotus Club. I mean, great gym, and that's all I really have to say. I mean, I'm just glad to, be on the show, get it rocking, and I
Dude,
think,
no, thank you, man. This
I,
has been
of course,
like I here's the thing. I wasn't skeptical about having you on by any stretch of the mile, but usually when someone says they're a UFC fan, I'm like, oh, okay, like maybe they watch
you got
like
to see
here
the
and there,
measure.
this and a third. No, you actually did like have the right knowledge. So no,
Yeah.
we're definitely gonna have you back on. You know, this has been a
Yes.
really good time. But my buddy
Glad.
Aaron is also a realtor. So,
Yes.
dude, yeah,
Mind if I
definitely
promote myself real
go
quick?
for it, dude.
My name is Aaron Kushpikov. I have the MMA Realtor on Instagram. That is the MMA Realtor. Out here in the West Valley of Arizona, I work in Scottsdale as well. With the greatest team in the state as well. But me personally, young guy, ready to attack, hungry, and ready to help you guys find your next home. Just look at me up, the MMA Realtor on Instagram. It'll be down in the link below or down in the caption, whatever you guys are watching at. Right down there. Make sure you drop me a follow. And yeah, let's make something work. Let's do it. Maybe it'll,
Woo!
maybe it'll help you find a house, John.
Dude, hey, hopefully, man. But
Maybe.
yeah, no, my boy Aaron, he came through today. Thank you. You guys are gonna be seeing more of him. As far as Vincent goes, I don't know what he's up to, but it's all good. He's doing his thing. We love that. But
Yes.
beyond that, this has been the 10-8 show. Hope you guys have a good
Yes.
one, and peace out.
Signing off.